Okay, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. Last time I finally worked out, although admittedly I still don't exactly know how, Anna's good ending. And this time I'm going to attempt to... I still get the sense that there's a way to make that better, although realistically every major character has two endings. And I've seen both of Anna's, so maybe like Anna's real good ending is the one that you get once you've unlocked everyone's, or something like that. Ipsum, I'm going to give Ipsum one more shot at figuring out how I'm supposed to do this, and then I'm just gonna look up the answers because I wanna get on with this. Okay, so, I looked through all my YouTube comments, and there were a couple that I remembered being there that I couldn't find, so I don't know if the original commenter deleted their account or something. But I should probably untoggle skip mode. I did find the paper that I wrote notes down on. It was under my desk, because where else would it be? I made a note to look through the trash in the police archive, which I was doing, but didn't find anything, so I don't know if there's something else I have to do to find Ipsum's thing in there. There was a note about Anna's backstory, which is basically what I did in the last video, or at least I think. There was a note about Sebastian camping options, which apparently makes him more interesting later on. I picked the sleeping closer to Sebastian option in his run some time ago, and nothing became of that, so there might be more. There was something very cryptic about skipping the fourth date with Adine. I'm not sure exactly where that would lead. I'm not sure if that's something I've seen already and didn't realize. And there's also a note about an Anna and Remy dedicated run, which I think I'm going to do now. Okay, so here we are at the end of Remy's third thing, and Stupid mentioned something about things on his mind and the thing with Anna. So this being the Remy Anna run. I am asking him if he is still worried about Anna. Who knows what horrible things she's working on in her lab. So I take it that's more of a mad scientist worried about sense, and not a interpersonal worried about sense. This is, oh, I did see this a while ago, and I forgot about that. I will not skip ahead. This is gonna go back to Remy stuff, right? This is where he told me about Anna's cancer, I guess. Wait. I mean, there's always stuff on my mind. Are we going to get an opportunity to, like, run Emra out of office or something? Probably not, right? Maybe there's a Steam Workshop item that does that, that lets you do that. Interesting. So... abandoned? You're joking. Is that a thing you can do? I mean, obviously it is, but... wow. Also, Ipsum is, Ipsum. What's that gonna do? Is that going to just cut Anna off for the rest of the game, or is that going to, I'll just not do anything this time around. Is that going to cut Anna off for the rest of the game, or is that going to make things even more complicated towards the end with the fireworks thing? Let's see. Also, how far back do the autosaves go? I can't pause right now. Let me see how far back the autosaves go. I can just do that again. Load, auto, and that goes back to like 2 minutes ago. Okay, well, I'll find out, I guess. I only have an option for Remy. Okay, well, one, that's not what I meant to do. One, let me do an actual save. I guess I can save over this one because I don't need it anymore. And not what I meant to do, but all right. What I meant to do was save this state as an actual save and not just an auto. And then go back to the last point before the 4th date with Remy. Create a hard save for that, so that I'd have, like, both states on hand so I could mess around. But apparently not, because I pushed the wrong button and decided to save over instead of load. Okay. Let's see if anything different happens. And Anna just stayed abandoned. Sorry, Anna. Now I really feel bad. Anna. It's amazing how the people with, like, all the brains in the world fail to take hints about, like, people's feelings and stuff, isn't it? Anna. Where would we be without you? Okay, that was that. Now, seriously, though. Ipsum. I mean, and Lorem. And both of them, really, because their fates are tied together, apparently. I know there are 2 sections where I can go to the police archives. And I think I've checked both of them. I will check both of them. I will go out of my way to check both of them now. There's the one earlier in the game, and I'm pretty sure I did not get an opportunity to look in the trash there. And there's also the one where Katsuhiro attempts to interrupt you, which I believe is important for Adine, actually, come to think of it. So if I want to see Adine's bad ending, I could possibly, like, not decline to give her the blueprints when she asks about them or something. We'll see. Oh, good lord, where am I? I can't remember. It's now tomorrow because I had to run away from the recording and go do some real life stuff. Sorry, not tomorrow. It's now 2 days in the future. Or perhaps the last recording was just 2 days in the past. I don't know. Alright, you know what? I have a question. Alright, so I have to wonder something. And that is that Adine was looking for the map. And so far, I think every time that this has come up, I've given it to her. And do I want to not do that? I haven't seen Adine's bad ending. I believe Adine's bad ending is the only one I haven't seen. If I were to go and look at the fancy Steam achievements, which are somewhere in here. Okay, so for whatever reason, the Steam overlay was being really laggy, but I'm pretty sure I know I haven't seen Adine's bad ending. I may have also not seen Bryce's. I don't like being mean to people in video games, but what happens if I don't give her the map? I'm now curious about that. I'm currently going nowhere looking for the sphere, so let me go and try this and see if anything comes of it. And with that said, I am here in the big old basement with Reza, and he's starting to get slightly irritated at me, as he has a history of doing. And let's see what happens when help comes in. So you're gonna yammer on. I could have skipped a little bit more before I started talking. I thought you were closer to the end when I stopped the super speedy. Boy, do you have a lot to say. I feel like you have more and more to say every single time. Alright, so he's gonna be mad about something. Come on, guys. He's wasting my time here. Rescue me. Okay, that's Maverick. Let's see. I planned this indeed, and let's see how this is going to go down. I can't remember off the top of my head which critical piece of information Bryce has. Can I actually check that? Which one of those is Bryce's? I don't know which one of those is Bryce's, but whatever it is, there's some critical piece of information for Bryce probably that set off his good ending. I don't know what that would have been. I may go back and try and figure out exactly how to do that if I want to see every single ending in the game, but I also am not inclined to go out of my way to see everyone's bad endings. Because that would require being mean to people in video games. Oh no. Reza was quick with his gun and shot Adine once before Maverick even had a chance to charge. That's not good. That doesn't actually have anything to do with the blueprints, but my computer volume is very loud and I feel like I should turn that down a little, but I don't know if that'll affect the recording, so I'll do that for the next video. Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with the blueprints of the basement, but typically in people's bad endings, they get shot before they can get off any hits on Reza. Oh no, that sounded violent. Did that say in the head? Yeah. That was violent. What now, stupid? Are you gonna let me finish them? Are you going to let me through, or do I have to finish the job with you? Adine was lying on the ground next to me, injured. Oh no. Great, now I feel even worse. I looked over at Maverick and then at the administrator. Both lay dead in the pool of their own blood. Now you hesitate to kill after doing this? It's your choice. Please, just go. If you told me that just a few minutes ago, I wouldn't have had to do all this. Heck, you could have come with me, you stupid idiot, but you want to die here with everyone else, feel free. If you want to die here with everyone else, feel free. Alright, step over there and lie on the ground. If I see either of you moving before I'm gone, I'll shoot. I did as he could, and I could only watch as he took the generator and left. While both Maverick and the administrator were dead, it turned out that Adine's injury was fairly minor as she got the medical attention she needed. When I attempted to use the portal to follow Reza, however, I had to realize that humanity's portal was not accessible. After Reza had arrived on the other side, he or humanity must have quickly deactivated the portal in order to prevent anyone from connecting with it again. I warned the dragons about the comet, but without the generators from the underground building, they failed at diverting the comet enough to make a difference. As such, the only remaining option for me was to use the portal with the administrator's coordinates, which would enable me to travel back in time to the day of my arrival in this world. I met with Adine for one last time to tell her about my plan. I would use the portal to try again, hoping for a better outcome. And such the time loop continues. There'll always be another year, huh? What are you talking about? That's what you told me during the summer festival when you talked me out of flying in this contest. I did? I don't remember talking her out of it, but you did what you could. Maybe that was a separate run from the main run that I did with Dean's good ending. Even if it had to end like this, I enjoyed my time with you. Let's not have any regrets now. Remember when I asked you Remember when I asked you what you were going to do if you knew the world was going to end? You told me you'd hide in a bunker deep underground, but I'm not sure if I can do that. Maybe I'll just stay outside and watch it all go down. At least then I'll know the moment when it comes. You won't have to see it. Not if I get to have any say in this. Can't I just come with you? Unfortunately, no. The coordinates are tied to my biometric data. Only I can use them. Oh well. Don't worry. I'll be back before you realize it and nothing will have happened. I'll wait for you. And that is that ending. That qualifies as Adine's bad ending. I'm sorry, Adine. I just had to find out what happened. Okay. So, it stands to reason that I should start over again. And also, just now, after how many endings I've seen, the credits music is different for each ending. Because that was definitely different from what was playing earlier. So that's interesting. I know that there is I know that I have the OST for this story. That's a really strange thing to say out loud. I have the OST for the story, and there are quite a lot of things in it. I've not listened to all of them. I have used a couple of the songs for random end screens and what have you. Yeah. Also, who is it? Okay, so Adine and what's it? Anna have the shadows. And also Lorem is a shadow. So I guess Remy's suicide thing wasn't his bad ending, so he's also got yet another bad ending to come. Great, now I feel even worse about how my initial run of this game went. Lorem and Ipsum. I still need to find the sphere, and considering that just checking the trash in the police department has turned up nothing, I'm guessing that there is something else I have to do somewhere to activate that. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful about what options I choose. And for real this time, if I don't find the sphere, I'm just gonna look up the answer. I don't want to have to look at the answer, but I also don't want to just go through the time loop infinitely. So, we'll see. My name is Dragonite, this has been Angels with Scaly Wings. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.